welcome back to Journey with Arrows, everybody. My name is Dave and thank you for joining me on another episode where this video is sponsored by Hunting Door Archery. Big thank you to these guys because today we're going to be reviewing these new arrows that they've sent through from us, which are their rustic carbons. And I'll be honest with you, I've been shooting them for a couple of weeks now and they are perfect. So let's dive into this video with this amazing weather that good old sunny England has finally gifted us with, and let's bring you an amazing video and some great products. Now, one thing I really like about these arrows is that they look and they feel really expensive, and they're really not. They're £36 for 12 of them. We have a nice pin nock on the end, so if you do a Robin Hood, you're not going to damage your shaft. You can just discard that and pop a new one on. We have a nicely barred fletch across the top for the cock feather for easier locating, and obviously two plain white feathers. And we have a wrap that's down here that gives that a cresting effect, and obviously we have the Top Archery logo that's on here as well. Very, very pretty arrows. I'm shooting these with the standard 100 grain tips that they come with, out with the sick eye that you've seen plenty of times before. But with this particular bow, they come out like lasers. Super fast, really, really straight. And I have bounced these off a couple of trees previously on other days, and they've survived just fine. And yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to showcasing these for you guys and showing them on the rest of the course. But before we do, let's just have a good old warm-up shot. I'm going to have to show you that. This is from about 40 yards away. As you can see, we're at a new location today. Absolutely beautiful woods. Currently all bluebells. Also smells incredibly strong of garlic. And we have a lot of garlic growing around here at the moment. But this is absolutely stunning. And the weather today, I mean, let's just take a moment to appreciate everything that we have here, because this is going to be my new local club. Absolutely incredible. Nice slopes down here as well. We've got some good downhill shooting. Obviously you can see the podium that I've just been shooting from. We have more uphill here as well. And for that shot that we've just took, there you go, slap bang in the middle. Could we have got any better than that from up there? Let's go do the rest of the course and show you how good these arrows are. This is the life of a content creator, where we try and get amazing shots, but it means we have to come down first and pitch a camera, go back up again. I'm going to tell you now, your archery game changes when you've got really good arrows. Boom. Let's carry on and give you a bit more information about this beautiful arrow. I really hope then that you actually heard the speed of that on the camera and you can get an idea of just how fast these arrows are coming out. I don't have a chronograph, but I do know a place that does, and next time I'm down at Blythe in Wales, I will get it put through the chrono for you guys. Now, the standard draw length of these arrows is 32.5 inches with a 6.2 millimeter diameter, and these are available from 300 spine through to 600. So regardless of your draw rate of your bow, you've got a good set of arrows that's going to match you. And you won't be disappointed. Now, I generally don't have any complaints about these arrows. Really, really well made, and they fly really, really well, as you can see as well. I have weighed them. They all weigh the exact same amount, which is incredible, and it's what you want for reliability and consistency. If I was to say anything, it's not about the arrow, it would be purely about the packaging. Now, when they came, it was just a very basic rectangular square box, and there was no padding inside it other than the foam spacers that just hold the arrows together. Now, they turned up absolutely fine, had no problems whatsoever, but we all know what delivery services can be like, and they're not always the most light-handed of people. So my only recommendation would be, if you could just put a bit of padding inside the box, maybe just make the box a little bit thicker perhaps. When I post my arrows that I make for people, they come in a big heavy duty tube. That's pretty much all I can say, to be honest with you, as far as recommendations go. And just whilst I'm on the topic of packaging, one thing I will say about delivery, super quick. They do have a UK warehouse. If you are UK based, you're looking at anywhere between 2 to 5 days before they turn up on your doorstep, which you can't go wrong with. You don't have to worry about them getting lost in freight or being delayed or seized at customs, which I've had before now. And if they do get damaged, really easy just to send back, super quick. So you really honestly can't go wrong with a set of arrows like this for 36 quid. It is getting quite late in the evening now, but the weather is still beautiful and the wildlife is just starting to come out. We've got a few rabbits and I've seen a couple of rats running around, so I'm obviously going to be very careful not to stand on them and not to shoot them, most importantly. But the big kangaroo on the target, that's good game. Check that out, there you go. Good old HuntingDoor Archery. Top quality, as always. You're just seeing where we've been stood down there. Great, whilst we've got some good light coming in, I'm going to see if I can get a release on slow motion for you. Just so you can see how well these arrows are actually leaving the bow and how pristine they come out. Because it's easy to say that arrows perform really well, and yeah, it's really, really good. But until you slow it down and you can actually see how the arrow's performing, not only does it highlight flaws in your technique, which I have, obviously, as does everybody, but it gives you a really good indication as to how your arrows leave the bow, and most importantly, how they fly down the range. So let's get slow motion on and see if we can highlight the benefits of these arrows and how they're actually performing. The grouping is excellent. I'd say they fly pretty good looking at that. Like I say, with a heavier draw weight, I'm probably going to put a heavier tip on. But the proof is in the pudding. It might not be in the kill zone. But as far as consistency goes, I think that's pretty decent. Obviously I have no sights or anything, and I'm shooting thumb draw and the arrow's on the other side, and you know, we all have that big long thick book of excuses as to why we missed something. On to the next. Now I haven't walked this way yet because I came around the other side, but we actually have deer prints down here, which is quite interesting to know that we have deer that pass through. Now our next target is quite far away, which means we're going to have to put you on a wide lens in order to fit you in. So this is where we're going to be shooting from. This is the podium, and our target is here on the right hand side. It's this crocodile. So let's see how close we can get to him from all the way over there. Hopefully you get a nice little whistle as the arrow comes past. Now that is quite a long range shot, and the terrain is very difficult to read. And not only does it come up, it dips down a little bit and gives you a little bit of dead space in the middle. I'll spin the camera around, I'll show you where my shots were. They're not in the kill zone. I hit the target. But I think we had some pretty good grouping. This was the first arrow, and this was my second arrow. So it still would have scored. I took a second to try and see if I could bring it over to the right, but evidently failed. But yeah, I mean, to give you guys a perspective from the target, that's where we were shooting from. Sorry guys, for a moment then I forgot I was filming a review. Just basking in the sun because we don't see much of it here. And one thing I like about filming in an evening, or certainly shooting in an evening, is that as the sun drops, it casts shadows, creates little dingy little pockets of light. And as it just so happens to be, the target that's down there, same target you saw earlier, but it looks like a totally different situation because of the way the light falls on it now. Now obviously we have moved peg. The red peg is down on the left, and you've just seen me explain that I'm going to take a shot from here. But it's always good to challenge yourself in these things. Not only if you're a 3D shooter, but if you're into hunting, if you're allowed to do hunting, it's important to challenge yourselves and to be able to shoot in all circumstances. I think you need to go buy some. Very professional. Alright then guys, that pretty much wraps it up for this evening. The light level is dropping now, so it's getting a little bit harder to shoot. As beautiful as it looks, I don't want to risk losing these beautiful arrows. Now, just to give you another close look at these, for anybody that might have just blanked the entire video, they are stunning. And to cut a long story short, they are solid, they're robust, incredibly well made. They come from the UK warehouse, so they're super quick to get here, 2 to 5 days, and they're like 36 quid for 12. You can't go wrong with them whatsoever. I think these are probably my new favourite arrows, and the pin nocks, the pin nocks are incredibly useful as well. So a big thank you guys to all of your support for today on this video. There are many more videos to come, and I've got a lot of stuff to film and to bring out to you to show you and help promote as well. So stick around if you haven't already. Hit the follow button, the subscribe button, all that jazz. You can find us on pretty much every social media platform. And I'll see you around to the next video, guys. Enjoy your shooting. Go get some of these from Hunting Door. Fantastic arrows. Thank you for your time.